I'm here to check that.
Yeah, brother.
This man tell me.
I am aware that the People's Progressive Party does not want me as a leader.
The FBI is doing their investigation. Some aspect is coming back.
Wealth is not trickling down to the people of Guyana.
There will be additional questioning that is required. And that is, of course, I don't get involved in that.
Mohameds, Critic.
Yeah, brother.
It is important for Venezuela to understand that Guyana will not be bullied, threatened, or intimidated.
Hello, good morning.
Mohameds, Critic.
I'm here to check that.
Yeah, brother.
This man tell me.
I am aware that the People's Progressive Party does not want me as a leader.
The FBI is doing their investigation. Some aspect is coming back.
Wealth is not trickling down to the people of Guyana.
There will be additional questioning that is required. And that is, of course, I don't get involved in that.
Mohameds, Critic.
Yeah, brother.
It is important for Venezuela to understand that Guyana will not be bullied, threatened, or intimidated.
Hello, good morning. Good morning, guys. A great morning to all of those who tuned into the realest thing in the world, coming to you from Guyana. So, this morning we will discuss a degenerate was caught in video beating, brutally assaulting an elderly resident of the Independent Boulevard area. Brutally assaulting the gentleman. I put up the video. The individual has since been arrested. We'll be discussing the effects on your bank account. Can you have a bank account when you associate yourself publicly with Azadeen Mohammed and Team Mohammed? And now, sanctioned and criminal entity. Can you have a bank account? Ask Odessa Primus if she still has relations with banks in Guyana. Ask Azadeen's sister if she has a bank account. Ask Charles Sugrim if he has access to a local Guyanese bank account. We're going to talk about that. And we're going to show the support base that the Mohammeds have been rallying. You see their support base. And then you ask yourself if you want to be associated with that. Right? So let's get down to brass tacks. What did I do? Let me get the video with you, old man. It is very distasteful. It was saddening looking at a young man assaulting an elderly man like this. It's just unscrupulous. Now, obviously, something is wrong with. That's why, from a very early age, since I growing up and coming up, I look at certain people and I realize they're unique. And today, I said it yesterday, I said the ERC mightn't like it, some section of society mightn't like it, but these are fucking hungry, belly, low-life people. I said it before, I'll say it again, and I'll continue to say it. They are low-life, hungry belly people. Even today in our society, they come from all walks of life and all colors and sizes. Some of them are fat, some of them are fine, some of them are Indian, some of them are black, some of them are Portuguese. Low-life, hungry belly fucking people. Right? I said it and I'll say it again. I said it yesterday, I said it today, I'll say it tomorrow. If you take offense to how I address certain people in certain situations, you can go fuck yourself. You heard it on the morning live with the Guyanese Critic. You could also tell people I said it when I wasn't angry, I was just having coffee. Go fuck yourself. Guyana's got a lot of low-life, hungry belly people. Yeah. This morning we'll be looking at one. A low-life, hungry belly. So this old man, living in this community, he's 61 years of age. Lived in this community his whole life. This degenerate, decrepit, low-life, hungry belly parasite sees him. After he's done all what he's done to take care of his family, grow old, and still got a bike to be able to go to buy some food in the market. This low-life, hungry belly, decrepit parasite of a human being attacks him brutally. Like if it's a normal thing. Like if it was just a normal day. Wasn't angered. Wasn't a confrontation. Wasn't even an accident. He saw an elderly gentleman that was... and he took advantage of that situation. Now, my boy here has been arrested. This incident happened yesterday morning about 5 o'clock, very early. The police did a good job in locating and finding him. This message is to the boys at Lusignan prison. My boy here needs to be taken care of. I need video footage. You share it with me on 740-6107. And whoever sent video footage of me, of my boy here dancing in a little skirt, being violently rattled in prison, is going to get some money at the tuck shop. Take care of him, make video evidence, and send it to me. Imagine that man was hit so hard. Did you hear? You're hearing the popping sound? He's got on the bag, he's got on a red taupe, he's got on his black jersey, he's got this bag, everything, right? The police have been able to locate him. That's why you got harass the police with a pinch of salt. And he was found later that day with the cutlass, the bag, his red taupe, everything. Now, let's introduce you to our boy here. Right? You see his face? His name is Junior Linton. Butter. So, boys at Lizaklan, he's coming. He's going to be remanded soon. Either today or tomorrow he's going to be remanded. I need you to butter for me. Once butter is well buttered, I'll send something in the talk shop for you guys. You know how to get it. You could do the talk shop, you could do super bets, whatever. Right? Junior Linton. Butter. You need to butter him up for me. Yeah. 19 years of age. 19 years of age. Obviously a substance abuser. You don't have it. Is that experience you've had in society that you have no regard for people? The way you treat the elderly? And that's the problem with our society. The problem with our society is we don't have boundaries. The ridiculousness exceed the common standard of the world. You could go all over the world, you find gangbangers, but they've got codes, buddy. Butter, you go find out who's weak code. When you say I tell the prisoners, then butter you up. Talk sharp thing, take care of. When you go, you'll find out what is the code. You don't have no code. Even the prisoners got a code. You don't do certain things, buddy. You ain't got a father, you ain't got a mother. How you survive for reaching 19 years of age? Who you been living by? You got no respect, you got no regret. What is your program, buddy? Just normal, you take a cup, lash a man, no normal, just walk like everything is okay. What is wrong with you? And Harris, this is the man who attacked the old man. Somebody's asking me to find. This is the young man that attacked the old man. Butters going to get Butters in Lizaknan prison. Young, strong man uses his energy to oppress the weak. For know that the old man is 61 and see how he there moving about, he taking care of himself. I'm sure when he was 19 years of age, you could not have stood up in front of him. That's my problem. That's the problem with our society. That's why when I see a low life or a hungry belly, I'll call them for what they are. I did it yesterday. I do it today. I'll do it tomorrow. Nothing is going to change. A low life and a hungry belly will always be, and I will always identify them for what they are. Yeah, people are going to support him in court. Nigel Hughes might appear for him in light of the fact that I put him on public display. For the attention and the ability to garner recognition from this parasite and similar parasites, yeah. For all you know, Azadeen Mohammed he fund a lot of scrapeheads. Azadeen Mohammed is a big supporter of scrapeheads. Scrapeheads is a big supporter of Azadeen Mohammed. They're being identified and seen as the scrapehead party right now. If you missed it, this is what he did, the old man. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello? Hello, good morning. Oh my God, baby, don't play with your mommy's phone. Hello? Okay, buddy. Now is not a playtime. Cool. Thanks for the support. A lot of kids follow me now. I said, oh God, you're cussing the kids. Well, you ain't gotta study. Your daughter or your son is not gonna turn a lesbian or a faggot by watching my program. You don't have to be worried. Right? You don't have to be worried. They're not gonna, highly unlikely, if your child watches my program every morning, they're not gonna turn a thief and a scumbag like the one we'll be showing them, like butter. Good morning, brother.
Mr. Critic, how you doing?
Yeah, how can I be of help to you?
Daily thing. How you doing? What's going on? I just know that you're on and a call. Right?
Well, just watch the program and you'll know what's going on. Because you're serving as a distraction to me now, right? Safe, brother. Thanks for the call. We're going there. You're fucking blind and deaf. You know it's about the time somebody tells you, oh, it's the time and you're feeling your way. You're listening for vibrations. Maybe we're going on. Watch the program. You'll know what's going on. Serious shit is going on in this country that needs to be addressing. Yes, sir. Hello, good morning.
Morning, my brother. Concerning that young man who brutally and viciously assaulted that old man, I want to know something. This is an open statement. These young people don't have a heart. They don't realize they're going to get old. No. Much thought, much human beings, and I must say.
I can't consider that a human being.
To be fair. No, but human beings, he acts unhuman, but human beings by nature, and I could say it for myself, I never put much thought into being old when I was 25. When I realized I was getting old is when or old age is going to affect me is when I touch 40. I was climbing a mountain peak somewhere in the Pacorimas and I got a knee injury. The first injury that has affected me continuously in my life. A knee injury, and I was like, whoa. Yes, and then you sit down talking that doctor and he tell you, your body ain't healing like how it used to heal you. You broke something and 3 months you're up and running good. When you pass your 40, but it's not realizing that they didn't get old. It's respecting, because I would want to think the one person that would hold out for this decrepit parasite is his grandmother or his grandfather. Mothers just give up on you. I always find the old people like them is watching cat. Oh God, I'm sorry for them. You understand? So when you look at it, like my mom, I'm talking about the story about my mom. We've always had loggerheads. And when I look at my mom, I love my mom. We can get problem, we can get argument, but I realize she needs me to take care of her. And then I think about maybe I can't remember what she was doing up to when I was about 5. But I could only imagine she was washing my ass because my mother used to bathe me till I was 11. Yes, and she used to be wiping my ass. I could only imagine the times when I was helpless as a baby, and she would have been taking care of me. It is only fair now for me to take care of her. Like how
My brother, this is one thing I would like to add. Maybe in your era, 40 people used to do things different. But I can tell you about me, when I bring home something, I have to give accountability where I get it from, who I get it from, why they give me. But the mothers of today, they just
no,
don't
they are
give a damn.
part and participant in it, buddy. They know the sun is still. How could you go out 5 o'clock in the morning? How could you go out 5 o'clock in the morning and come back 15 minutes after with 30,000? What the fuck you just do, boy? What you just do? Who you borrow it from?
I never went to prison. Never went to prison. But they didn't lock up enough time because of fighting and them things. But I can tell you something. In the lockup, when you come in, we try you case right there.
Yeah. I know about that. I've been locked up many times.
Yes, that's why then you hear.
What you do? Licks.
Thief, licks. I
Licks.
want to know something, man. In the prison, when you come in, the man don't do the same?
Well, society has changed. When you have people come out publicly in society and say, oh, we're scrapeheads, and scrapeheads meaning and nothing inside we fucking head.
Creephead.
They've accepted their fate.
If me by the inner cell or a lock up and you come in, make it how big you're big, and they say you're rape, you trouble a little girl or a little boy, or you're thief.
It still happens. It still happens. It's still the criminal
It's
code
licks.
that people who trouble little children, sexual perverts are treated different. It's still a part of the criminal code. The underground
We
code,
need to
yeah.
do something with society because this was down there is an eye opener.
No, but it happens. It's just that this is caught on camera. It happens every day. People are brutally attacked and robbed. Luckily, we limited on gun crime where people getting shot and killed. But here, if you see them attack people in the States, at the train stations and so on, you will be in awe. It's ridiculous.
Have a blessed day.
Safe. It is ridiculous. No, there's many questions to be asked. I'm asking, like, partner. Bro, you're in. You can't find a person. When you find a person that could look at this video, I am telling you, there is not a Guyanese, Black, Indian, Portuguese, PNC, PPP, AFC, Team Mohammed that would look at this video and feel okay with it. And the Guyanese that see this video and feel okay with it and have some representation for this young man, the circumstances, they're fucking sick. It might only be Azadine Mohammed was sick because he sees this advantage that, yo, there's a black youth that I could use for do fucking shipping this. For stay out of jail. By the way, I was told there's an offer on the table of 2 years. An offer was made. I don't know. It has been said. I've not been able to verify. Claims have been made that a 2 years offer has been made. 2 year prison time. If I was the Mohameds, I'd go and do me 2 years and come back fast. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, bro.
Yeah.
So listen to this, man. Do you know these same guys, right? Who are doing these things on this road? You know, these guys will be at all them Chinese supermarket, park up at the front of those Chinese supermarket.
I don't know. You're telling me now.
I'm telling you, bro, when I go, like, if you go into certain areas on the East Coast or on the West Side, these guys standing up there, they're drinking Magnum, they're drinking Guinness, and
The casing people.
Yeah, bro. And you
All right, I'll highlight it today. I suppose the security service, no, but what does God do? Does God do campaigns where they're running, you understand, police paying special attention to them, and that is ward them out because they exist. Except you eradicate them, they exist. They will go somewhere else. It used to be corners. It used to be linemen on the corner. Now it's so happens in front of the Chinese store. You understand? But we'll get that sorted out.
Girls, children, and things going into them store, they're scared for their life.
Roger that.
One day, watch, on the Enterprise, right? I went in by one day, right? And when I go in there, them men smoking marijuana and drinking Magnum and Guinness there in front of them. And you gotta be scared like if you step on one of them on tour or something. And it's the same set of them.
I ain't got a problem. This is another problem that I have with society. Society got two set of people. The modern society has two set of people. People who are strong and misuse the strength, like this young man. And people who are fucking weak and pathetic, that all they got is a mouth. It's like a whole woman society. The guy's a mouth. Here I telling you, sometimes somebody need to take a hit for the community. Yes, sir. Do something. Like me, I don't mind when I go anyway, right? I don't mind stepping on a few. I am Mikhail Rodriguez, known as the Guyanese Critic. People know the circumstances. Everybody know my story. Lawsuits, this and that, problem with the law, the Brian Passage story. You fucking believe any scrapehead stepping on me toe? Yes, I don't mind stepping on toes. When I pass with this cost me, tell me, but do something. Don't talk, do something. Yes, sir. Then you're gonna see if I some fucking white man come to this country as a preacher. I look like a fucking Mormon to you. Yes, sir? A man will get in all them problem, take on the police, take on every fucking body. There's getting bar fights and I look like a Mormon to you. I look like a good morning, sorry, Frank, step. Yeah, I got to step on some fucking toes. Yes, sir? When Banner there stand up in front of things, a crew of people run up, scunt and beat up every fucking body for no cause at all. Then people realize, yo, you need to stop lying in this fucking place. This place getting dangerous. Yes, sir? Because nobody doing nothing. Somebody need to stand up for the daughters and the sons and the guys, like the rest of the society. One side is women, and one side is strong men who misusing that strength that they have.
Yeah, correct.
Yes, sir. I don't care how people take it. Yeah.
But the thing is that I'm saying, you're feeling unsafe. Like the man, he riding his bike.
No, but what I'm telling you, what I'm advising you, at some point in time, the men in the society have to stand up. If one man can't stand up, you come together in groups and stand up. And there are many steps to take before you reach there. Do a petition in the community and say, man, watch. Send it to the police and say, what a set of these people stand up outside the thing. People feeling unsafe. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take, so you can't watch people. Like me, you frighten no fucking body. I don't care if you miss me, I am not gonna miss you. We believe he's going every weekend in the bush for practice, well.
I know.
Yeah, saying? If you miss me, I ain't gonna fucking miss you. And highly unlikely you can catch me because I always step on the lookout. My whole life is suspense.
But I think this should be done independently without, having the police being part of it.
Yes, brother, but you gotta do something. I'm just
I understand.
Giving you my thoughts.
I understand. Correct.
Before once you feel this is the way it is, make efforts to get certain things started out. Yes, sir? Roger, brother. Let me take another call. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Yes, Mr. Critic?
Yeah, buddy, you gotta listen to me if you're talking to me on the phone, brother.
Alright, Mr. Critic. I see that live there.
Me good, buddy, me good. Later.
Got a question for...
Hello, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Critic.
Yeah, brother.
Again. Anyhow, I listened to your program this morning. But I got different view on what's coming up on the election.
No, me why you fucking view. You keep your view this morning. I talk it seriously. You got anything but these scripthead?
No, remember, gang, them fucking scripthead.
That's what I want to hear about. I want to hear about this hungry belly parasite. Tell me about he.
No, the guy belong you fucking
can wait, man. We should make an island. Just put all of them on it, bro.
Oh, Roger, I support that.
Straight up.
That's why right now I want to hear this, because this thing upset me. I don't know this man. And I don't wish this scrapehead mother, his father, any old parents. What this one? What? Imagine after the big man hollering for murder. You imagine. Hey, you're not nobody. Therefore, you. Yeah, you got an opinion on this Hungry Belly?
Hello?
Yes, you got an opinion on this parasite we talking about, you know?
Is that post critic?
I suspect so. I don't know it's another Hungry Belly. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. I don't know. Yeah. A big post said that too. Must run up into him. Hey, partner.
Yeah, no, that morning. The script that is talking about. The script that low-key the man we beat. Family didn't catch it bad now. He'd have get about to rough right out to his couldn't go now. Man live right on the boulevard up at the lamb challenge the street side.
The big man?
Yeah, man, the big man called just go around selling little milk and them thing from cow and all them thing, man. Lucky the man got an ignorant fucking family, but he lucky
He's supposed to get brushed up. No, but I don't tell them boys when he come there, start out. We can throw something in the talk shop for them.
Don't worry.
It's BS Shibboleth, Bano. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. You see how these crickets ain't got no feeling for nobody. You know, when society has to do, when you see them commit something heinous, we just like chop them up to pieces, no looking back.
Well, I can't promote that. I can't promote that. I can't promote that.
Yeah, exactly, but you see what's going on.
No, things gotta happen, but I can't promote that. Yeah, sir. Things gotta happen. If unfortunately something like that happening, beat up on him, I would do it, but I can't promote it. Right? What you going on here? This is. Like I watching this thing, I can't. Bam, lashed the head, boy. Jesus Christ, boy. Hello, good morning.
I heard Mr. Curtis. I tell you concerning the place yesterday in Region 2. You heard anything about it?
No, I haven't heard anything. I don't think the government is going to be making any rush decisions to give anybody any land before election. It's 6 weeks before election. You got to follow up with them after election.
But 23 years ago, only promised me yesterday.
Yeah, but 23 years squatting.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying. 23 years you're squatting. Never say apply for something and you ain't getting it.
Why you must tell me that they're going to do it and then I...
No, but I don't think they're going to do it now.
Thank you very much.
Roger. Hello, good morning.
Hey, brother, Azruddin Mohammed and the AFC is so responsible for the fucking scrape hands in Guyana. I don't know how these youths come up and say this scrape hands, buddy. This is the worst fucking name ever you could give a fucking person, bro.
All right, I hear you. Sad, the big man, brutal, boy. It's like so ridiculous. I want to turn your attention, and this is a compact issue. I want to turn your attention to a story, a press release issued by the Treasury Department, the U.S. Treasury Department, U.S. Department of Treasury. I want to turn your attention to that story. This story was issued, this press release was issued on June the 11th, 2024. I've told Guyanese, and I'll tell you again, and I'll tell you up to, I'm waiting to see the candidate list for the Mohameds. And then Guyanese will see the consequences of association with the Mohameds, right? Hello, good morning.
Mr. Critic, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
That scripted, Mohammed responds for all of that, because that is the man who got all his credit behind him.
All right. I don't hear you talk nothing but if somebody say he's responsible, people start seeing it for what it is. Remember, yes, he had the big scripted party in the yard. When GRA came, he chose the scriptheads. He carried all the Guyana leading scriptheads in the yard for stop GRA from doing the work. So we know who's the scripthead boss. Nobody before in this country has ever owned the scriptheads. We know who's the scripthead boss. Prince Scripthead. He's a scripthead himself. He's not too smart. It's just that he and his father make enough money after the criminality. He's a scripthead. Right? So I want you to follow this article here. And this was a press release by the Department of Treasury of the United States of America on June the 11th of last year. Today, the Department of Treasury Office of Foreign Asset Control sanctioned members of Guyana's wealthiest families, Nazar Mohamed and his son Azadin Mohamed, their company, Mohammed Enterprise, and the Guyanese official, May Thomas, for their role in public corruption in Guyana. Additionally, OFAC. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Critic. How you doing, brother?
Quickly, brother.
I would just want to highlight this. What level of mentality our youths riding the wave of life in this time?
What level of what?
What level of mentality are they riding the wave of life?
I think they're lacking. Mentality takes a certain level of thought process to be put in it. You would have to know things and so on. I don't think they're using any mentality.
Well, I've been watching you throughout the years, and I see your mentality has been transformed from one level to another level. You understand?
Thank you for the recognition.
You're welcome. When you label hungry belly crab that, does anybody know what the hyena mentality is? From a lion mentality?
Well, the hyena, unlike the lion, the hyena is a vulture, right? The hyena lives on mostly carcass and stealing. Even the hyena even steals from the lion. I don't know if you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the hyena is a...
Now, watching you from all these years to see how you have transformed as a lion from an alpha to a sigma. You know what I mean? And I observe you have transformed truly into a sigma mentality right now, where you're highlighting the public and bringing clarity to our people. Right? Mm-hmm. I appreciate that. And my opinion is my gratitude towards you. Right? But watching that video this morning, to see where our younger generation mentality is.
It's upsetting.
Yes. Now, whereas we as Guyanese, where have we lost ourselves as human beings?
The world has The world has lost itself. What happens? We are a society that are mostly guided. We're not culturally oriented because of a society of 6 races. So the Indian, predominantly Hinduism and Muslims have lost their way. Mostly the Hindus have lost their way by going after Christianity, and not so much lost their way, but has lost their religious background in terms of Hinduism, because a lot of people leave Hinduism and they don't naturally actually go over. It's not leaving for another religion, it's just that they give up on religion in general. But then a lot of Hindus have turned to Christianity, and then you got Christianity to predominantly black, then you got the Muslims, and you got the Chinese who have their different cultural understanding. And
Yes.
because of the cook-up of what Guyana is made of, the fabric of Guyana's makeup, we have become westernized. So we really follow. We ain't got a structure as a Guyanese thing. Like we really supposed to be promoting pepper pot, no matter who you are. It's supposed to be pepper pot and cassava bread. Yes, and a base and something around, like even Trinidad. The serious with the curry, where there's chicken curry or curry chicken. The serious with doubles, right? And every Trinidadian, black Indian, could identify with doubles, right? Guyanese, everybody pulling and tugging. So because of the pull and tug, we were very easy to be indoctrinated into a westernized thought process, where the Western thing. So the other day, when America went away, and the anti-man them start take over, and you got toilet for woman, toilet for man, and toilet for man, woman, and then this became them there and all kind of thing. We were easy to adapt because we were already fucking confused. You understand? Now, fortunately, Trump has come, returned, taken the reins, and trying to bring back sanity to the United States of America.
Yeah, and we are Chinese people running behind a bunch of fallacy, right? And which is straying our youth them wrong. You know what I mean?
Yes. I agree. I'm just giving you a breakdown from a layman term of where we are in our society and what caused us to be here. Remember the days, man. Here. I am telling you, Azadeen Mohammed, his father, and their criminal enterprise would have never gotten the attention from
Mohammed,
people, Guyanese, that they get now. They wouldn't have got that attention 20 years ago, because a visa was a very important thing. You needed to use it to travel, you used to do trading, go and buy things. I can remember you're glad for a piece of clothes. You understand? Like, you have about fucking John Lewis. You want anything, you got styles you could get right here. In Guyana, got the stores now. You understand? You don't need to.
But those are cosmetics, right? And you were talking about religion earlier. You see, a lot of people, understanding is more deeper than knowledge. You could have the world of knowledge and do not understand it, right? Now, you see...
That is the case with most Guyanese.
Yeah, and Hinduism is a way of life. Every religion have a guideline about the way of life and the righteous conscious way there is, right?
No, but outside of religion, because I don't want to make it out like politics and religion. Politics polarize us and religion polarizes us. Hear what I'm telling you.
It's divided.
We have not been able to find common ground that is a Guyanese culture. Like every Guyanese home, pepper pot and bread, there's wheat thing. And once you're Guyanese, how do you identify? You don't identify it through your black roots. You don't identify it through your Indian roots. You identify it that you left Africa. You left India. You left China. Unless you're planning to go back, you have to adopt what you came and met. What we came and met was cassava bread. You understand? Predominantly... We have to agree as Guyanese that we need to take over that. What does it do? It gives respect to the Amerindian, who have been, for the most part, nomadic people, and even the road people now adapt. We say here, this is Guyanese culture. We ingrain it in our history. We ingrain it in our stories, in our books. You understand? Unless you keep your thing, you still got your thing. But we need to identify under one umbrella. I'm just saying pepper pot, being pepper pot, what it is, right? By the way, it's our national dish, right? But a lot of people don't know that you need to recognize it. When I did the easiest 5,000 acts, people did not know pepper pot and cassava bread is the national dish. And it needs to be treated that way. You need to carry that story around the world with a badge of honor that Guyana, predominantly Guyana, because it's not the national dish for Brazil. It's not the national dish for Venezuela. It is not the national dish for Suriname. In light of this is something that we can own. It's likely not the national dish for no other country in the world, of which there are 200 odd countries. So you own that and you go forward with it. Here, we got to end this conversation, you know, because I got a serious topic that I stray away from as a result of this, and I ain't taking a move phone call. All right, I got a serious conversation here, and when we done, you're compacted. This here is the conversation about can you have a bank account after associating with the Mohameds. Tumapat, somebody saying it's Tumapat. Rightfully so. What I'm saying as Guyanese, we need to agree. We need to agree. You know what is the most exciting thing? One of the high points of my life? I'm going to tell you. Not traveling. A cook-up. My mother used to make a cook-up. A dry thing with meat and so. Amazing. My wife now makes that cook-up. And when we're doing a cook-up, it's a big thing. Like they got people around with vehicles, they think. You would not believe. The thing that gives me solace. Like people say, look forward to the vacation time. Look forward to drinking rum. Last weekend when I left Georgetown, I had a bowl with cook-up. I had cook-up in Georgetown, a full of bowl, and a carrot with me. And I like for when I'm done, I just hot up my cook-up and burn the rice and let it get dry and hard. That's a big thing for me. And here, that is the biggest thing for me. And I got things going on. I travel the world. I building things. I doing things. You understand? The high point of me. You got something that you want to own. It's a joke. It's a plate of food we're talking about. Some people is church, going to church, all the family members that we praise, and some people is Friday masjid, some people is a jag in the Hindu temple and holding jandi. But you got some big thing. Look, we lose ourselves. A big thing is TGI. Thank God it's Friday and I get fucking rum drinking and yo. Let's something that brings back something to you and your family. Let that be a big thing. Like me wife like cooking, so she cooked the cook-up, and I could only imagine when she see me getting orgasmic experiences eating she cook-up, how she's feel. And everywhere I go, I talk about this cook-up. Then I call people. She cook up international. I call people and they see the cook up. Me partner come from New York and he know how I see somebody. He make a cook up. You understand? He might really overcook the cook up. I say cook up a pumpkin. I says, what the fuck is a cook up? It's a curry. It's a stew. It's what? All I want is dry rice with enough meat. And we cook up is 75% meat and 25% rice. A relief kalu inside. Now, I ain't much a religious freak, but I got something that I like, that I surround myself, that I look forward to. Some little thing. If it's a family night, make it big. If it's church, make it big and make it prominent that all we got this thing. One body not gonna like it, but all we got forgot it and we got greet it. The night, Friday night, we can do popcorn and you and your family. We gotta get something. And Guyana gotta find something that we unite over. This the way of life. Some people look forward to reading, look forward to excellence. Don't be dragged in the here I tell you. Here I tell you, there's no joke. We're traveling. We're doing our kind of thing. I'm doing our kind of thing. Massive projects. Hundreds of millions of dollars making. Let me why say she cooking a cook up. It's all gone fucking leak. The president can call me and say, yo. The vice president can say, yeah, president, no. No, you can't get today's cook up day. Today's cook up day. And you have no people involved in the cook. Workers going to buy thing, there's recleaning thing, and yeah, that. I total shutdown. I go with a bowl of cook up in the bush. Carry it. The cook up left in the bush hat, in the vehicle. The next day, here they're saying, oh my God, it might have spoiled. I would burn the spile out of it. Yeah. Not me cook up. You're gonna hot it, and you're gonna burn it till it come back from spile. I eat in the cook up. I sit down, we go in a place. When we go, we plan to go to the next place. We carry some workers in the bush. And we got to one place, plan to go next place. I had my cook up hat. I actually the workers go hack up the cook up. She hacked up the cook up. When I watched the thing, I said, no, this is not what I want. I want it bun. I asked the wife, I said, love, do this thing for me. And I sit down and eat my cook up. When I done, me brother plan to go somewhere else. When the cook up done gone, me be like, I feel nice. I feel like I didn't have him. Like I'm a changed man. Yes, sir. I just had an orgasm. I need for relax. Say me wife, though, trying for walk in me head, like, you know, time, because we need to come back to town. And this road to me brother like me is let them side, right? So me wife trying to make sure, because you know, if I decide I go in. But she realized when I done eat the cook up, I want to sleep. I have no time with nobody. And then me brother tell me, how the waterfall, you're going to like this waterfall. And the next friend, Ryan, oh God, when you see this place, you go want to take over this place and open a resort. Well, when I done eat me cook up, was fuck the resort and everything else. I just want to relax. Now there's that type of the vehicle ready for hunt. They say, oh, you could hunt for this place. I done hunt. I done do everything. I just at peace. Me, my belly, and me cook up. This is no joke. This is no joke. I then in the midst of something, campaign, it thinks it's a critic you to our president. And somebody said cook up at the back. They said, watch, let me do this thing the next day. Let me do the campaign for become president, yes. If you have a many opportunity to become president. Not the same day with my wife cooking cook up. Yeah, let me do that next day. You understand? Let me do that next day, not today. Right? Yeah. No, but here, what I'm saying, I'm giving you all the story. What I'm saying is you have to find something that you surround yourself with. I'm serious with everything else. I'm serious with work. But you gotta get something you're looking forward to. This is no joke. It's not me alone. Paul too. You know about the story when Paul going to New York? We cooking a cook up. About 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Paul left in for go to New York. Yeah, Paul. Yeah, he come back 4 days after. We can make cook up then too. You can make cook up. We can make cook up every day if we want. Right? He came back 4 days after. He said, Daddy, you must put up me cook up. This thing is serious thing. I've gone to people for drop off cook up. Because I call people and say, yeah, I want to go. I go to people for drop off cook up. And if you're not there to collect you cook up, I change my mind. Because this portion where they going to give you, I could use it for next day. Because me cook up is left long. When we cook up, it lasts a week. Every morning I get up and hot some. You understand? If I offer you cook up, and I bring the cook up and drop by you and you're not there, I change my mind. Because I want to present it. This is an important thing for me. I want to present it to you myself. If you by some chance, when I blow by you gate, you understand? Sometimes I passing by you, I drive in slow and tell you have to be there. And if you run and catch a cook up in time, I can set the cook up the pass in front by you. But that was it. I can't back me cook up by. Here, I left money in your post box. I don't care if it gets stolen because I can send it back again if it gets stolen. I'm not leaving my cook up by you. If you're not there to collect it, yeah, we gone. There's a secret. I just let out a big secret about my life. Cook up. Orlando. You see the food. The man was post up the food. The videos we post up every day of champion family from Haslington. You know one of the VR and thing, right? Orlando gone with we to a place called Rockstone. And Orlando got in the blanket kitchen, you can make a cook. I said, you could cook, you look like if you retired, you could cook. Because this is the first time I meet a real cook man. Like man, I know man, you understand? I got some real cook man, but they're very few. Orlando make a split piece cook up with beef and salvage. I was like, whoa. That's why I post Orlando food every day, because I know really Orlando's cook himself at Haslington Champion family. When the number come, you call Sunday soup. You understand? Thursday's karaoke and all the thing. But you actually when he making a cook up, Orlando does cook. You understand? But the best cook up so far is the wife. I don't know if it's a cook up because it cook with the love or enough meat or whatever. You understand? But it's just, here, we step on, tense. Right? As if it go off. If the meat boil too much, you gotta find meat. The cook up is a science, you know. 75% meat, so much meat. 75% meat, 25% rice. Then it got dry. That kitchen item a cook up with a little head of leaf inside. She's put some corn inside. You understand? But it gaffer. Thing. Not too much salt and here I telling you. Because I remember watching this part, as this part boils, I'm thinking, I'm watching this thing, and I imagine how this thing it is. You understand? Me mug down spring water. I can't tell you already when I dribbling. Right? So you could imagine if she threw a little too much of salad, she fucking piled me to buy that. Here, the cook up got two experiences. A happy one and once in a while, real gun this happen. You understand? Because it can cause a big explosion. Family feud would come over if the cook up cook around. You got depth in your irritation, you're cooking me cook up. Right? So let me tell you this experience that I had. I'm not telling you about losing your bank account if you think it's a joke. The U.S. Treasury Department, and I'll start from the thing again. Today, the Department of Treasury thing, and we go, OFAC designated, let me start from the start, because it's going to be very compact what we do in this thing. So this is educational, then by the cut it out and give you this video alone. If you associate with the Mohameds, anybody that publicly has an agreement or association with the Mohameds will even lose their bank accounts, not a visa loan. Evidence. So, Treasury targets corruption network in Guyana, right? This you could go to the website, type in Mohammed, sanctions and so on. This is public, this is US. Washington today, this was July the 11th, 2024, when the sanctions force came out against the Mohammeds. Today, the Department of Treasury Office of Foreign Asset Control, OFAC, sanctioned members of one of Guyana's wealthiest families, Nazar Mohamed, and his son, Azzedine Mohamed, their company, Mohammed Enterprise, and a Guyanese government official, May Thomas, for their roles in public corruption in Guyana. Additionally, OFAC designated two other entities, Hadis World and Team Mohammed Racing Team, for being owned or controlled by Mohammed's Enterprise and Azzedine, respectively. These individuals and entities are sanctioned pursuant to Executive Order 13814. You could go and look up what is the executive order, which builds upon the implementation of the Global Magnitsky Human Rights Accountability Act, targeting predators of serious human rights and abuse and corruption around the world. Today's action underscores our commitment to holding accountable those who seek to exploit Guyanese on the developed gold sector for personal gain, said on the Secretary of the Treasury for Terrorism and Financial Intelligence, Brian E. Nelson. Treasury is in close coordination with our partners in the U.S. law enforcement, will continue to take action to safeguard the U.S. financial system from abuse by corrupt actors. Now, this is the whole thing. These actions were conducted in coordination with Homeland Security Investigation, New York Organized Crime Drug Enforcement Task Force, Strike Force, Diplomatic Security Services, Security, Customs and Security Protection, Office of Intelligence, New York Operations, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, Miami Field Office, with assistance from HSI Miami, CBP Miami, and New York Field Offices, New York City Police Department Intelligence Bureau, and Drug Enforcement Administration, DEA. Bear in mind, drug enforcement, anti-terrorism, all of that. This is what they're looking at with the Mohameds. Mohamed abuse of gold industry. Gold, one of Guyana's main exports, but it remains highly fractured industry with small-scale mining operation in Guyana occupying a majority share of the country's gold production. These small families-owned businesses have informal relationship with large purchasers and traders like Mohameds. Now, I'll go through and read this whole thing. Mohamed, it starts from Mohamed, $50 million in tax evasion, the Mohamed abuse of Guyana gold industry, Mohamed corruption enabled by Guyanese officials. Y'all go read out all of it. Sanction implications. This is what I want to think. As a result of today's action, all properties and interests in property of the designated person described above that are in the United States or in possession or control of U.S. are blocked and must be reported to OFAC. That's what they hold on right away as a result of the function. In addition, any entity that are owned entities, directly or indirectly individuals or in aggregate 50% or more by one or more blocked persons are also blocked. Just association. If Mohammed had a property where he owned 50% of it in America, all the whole on. Unless authorized by general or specific license issued by OFAC. Or exempt. OFAC's regulation generally prohibits all transaction by U.S. person or within or transaction in the United States that involve any property or interest in property of designated or otherwise black persons. Not in the United States alone. Any property they got. Now, the reason the bank is not going to do business with you, if you do business with the Mohammeds, is because the banks do big business with the U.S. One of the bank's biggest business is foreign connections. Legit businessmen in Guyana have to use the bank to get foreign currency. There's a connection. Your Visa card will not be able to work if American and U.S. companies, U.S. banks, sever ties with Guyana. I will go through and explain to you how I became implicated and could not have gotten a loan for an account with GBTI as a result of association with the Mohammeds. In addition, financial institutions and other persons that engage in certain transactions or activities with the sanctioned entities and individuals may expose themselves to sanctions or be subject to enforcement action. I'll go it over again for Guyanese. In addition, financial institutions, They didn't say in America. In addition, financial institutions and other persons that engage in certain transactions or activities with sanctions entities and individuals may expose themselves to sanctions or be subject to an enforcement action. That's just like what Odessa get Lucia visa. If you publicly state I am associated with Mohameds, like what people are going to go and do now when they go and put their name on a campaign list, me and the Mohameds have an agreement, enforcement action will be taken against you. So much so, not by the Americans alone. The banks in Guyana will disassociate themselves from you. And I'm waiting for people to call and say, this happened to me. I asked Jagyo yesterday what he's going to do about it, because you're going to left in the wilderness. The prohibitions include the making of enforcement, the making of any contribution or provisions of funds, goods or services by, to, or for the behalf of any designated person. So when Odessa went to deal with the lobbyists, she got herself caught up because it said you're prohibited from doing that. You can't go on their behalf. Right? Or the receipt of any contribution or provision of funds, goods, or services for any such person. I'll come back to this just now. As to how Mohammed get the jersey. Who pay for it, who buy it, and who send it. Because they did have a shipment of jerseys. The power and integrity of the OFAC sanctions derive not only from OFAC abilities to designate and add persons to the SDN list, but also from its willingness to remove persons from the SDN list consistent with the law. The ultimate goal of sanctions is not to punish, but to bring about a positive change in behavior. For information concerning the process of seeking removal from OFAC sanctions, including the SDN list, please refer to thing. Mohammed's in plan for pay, they said they never break the law. So how they gonna get, when he says soon they gonna remove from the sanction list, you got come, one of the criterias, you got do the 2-year jail where they promise you, where they tell you take. Or come and say, watch, I thief so much money from Guyanese taxpayers and I plan to give back the money. You understand? The Global Magnitsky Act, right? Y'all gonna read up the whole thing. This whole thing was, well, here with the real action there. So, let me show y'all something. This was issued on the June 11th last year. I got this July the 3rd. July the 3rd of last year, I got this from no less than the Guyana Bank of Trade and Industry. Now, I went off, I remember I do a program. I went off on the bank and how the bank wouldn't want to give me an account. And so let me read the letter that the bank sent to me. Private and confidential. Well, it's not private and confidential anymore. I'm giving you this information because it's mine to give. Dear Mr. Rodriguez, thank you for recognizing me as Mr. Rodriguez. The bank is always very formal and very, very mannerly. Bankers. This is in relation to request for opening of bank account for INO in Tupui Group. So the bank asked me what my activities would be like. So I said, in the sum of hundreds of $1 million on a monthly basis. So you have to prove what would warrant you moving $100 million. So I took my contract at the time that I had with the Mohameds and I took it to the bank, thinking that would have served me well. Now, when I warn Guyanese, me warning for play. I tell you, I gotta lose your bank account, and I show you how. Just like how I was not able to access a bank account because of the Mohameds. Right? Dear Mr. Rodriguez, thanks for the interest shown in GBTI and taking the time to explore the possibilities of establishing a banking relationship with us. We have considered your application for a business account in the name of Tupui Group Inc. However, having considered our due diligence, we regret to inform you that we are unable to onboard the company at this time. This decision was based on a company's policy and established risk parameters within which we operate. What risk I got, partner? Me I do government contract. The one risk I had was my association with the Mohameds. I didn't know that. I tell you all the time. Them people is a fucking disaster for Guyana waiting to happen. This is that. Y'all take it and read it. The Mohammeds could come and say what they want to say. When I done, I can post the thing they public. How you just lose your bank account? Associate with the Mohammeds, you know. Attached, please find your documents sent for the processing of your application. We would like to take this opportunity to wish the company well in its future endeavors. We want no fucking problem with you. You there with the Mohammeds, we want no problem with you. So you have to carry on smartly. I'm waiting for the list. Come Monday, the candidate list. The candidate list for Team Mohammeds will automatically become outcasts of Guyana. Because if you don't got a bank account, I don't know what the fuck you could do. I don't know what they're going to do for the next 5 years. Obviously, you can't go and say you want government contract, government paying a check. Obviously, you can't change your cash grant. Government paying cash grant a check. What you going to do for the next 5 years? When you put your name on the Mohammeds candidate list, you can't get visa. None of your family can get visa. You start implicate who got visa, getting takeaway, and you're going to lose your bank account. Y'all need to go now to the bank and take out your money now. Because Monday morning when a candidate listing, I don't know if the bank freezing the money, they seizing the money, or they get y'all ask your bank. Don't let me tell you. I tell you what happened with me and me bank. Yes, sir. I tell you what happened with me and me bank. So one of the family members of the Mohammeds have spoken out just an hour ago. Let me see what she had to say. Right? And they could come and say what they want to say, but then people, they might be a little tight here, but then people have been very upstanding people for all I know. And the US has sanctioned them. So this seems to be how we just get this thing open to the middle. Yeah, I will post that letter that GBTI gave me. What risk? What do you think is the risk? The risk is the Mohammeds. When you're doing business like Mark Gorin or whatever he named from Linden, and the acts of their supremacy, when you all see these people and the campaign, you got bank account, Ask them. And let them tell you which bank. Try to get them, you get them a video saying they got a Republic Bank account. Because we send it to OFAC and say, watch, this is the campaign. These are the people on the campaign list associated with the Mohameds, and they got this bank account here. That's not hard for me. You send the information to me. You got a neighbor that you ain't like, and you see them on the campaign list, send the details to me, 746 to 107. (746 to 107). Send it to me WhatsApp. You understand? Now the baby party done. You know somebody go up on the campaign list Monday when you sit. We gonna post up the list. Everybody. We gonna make the names public. You see somebody on the list that you know they got visa, you send the information to me. And you know we Guyanese. So let me read this serious story. Can it pull up there? You can see it on the page. A half go. Oh, you're showing me how to do it? Press comments. Okay. On the comments. Beautiful. And it come in the middle. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, buddy. These kids are fucking smart. Yeah. So I would like to think that everyone who knows me knows I'm not one to hold back, whether you're right or wrong. I usually speak my mind, especially when it comes to justice, globally and locally. Please rewind to past elections and my harsh criticism of all candidates. It's no secret that my cousin have decided to run for presidency, and the majority of our family is against him. Our love for the Mohameds is great. The family tree bends, it doesn't break. Our respect for our patrons is still there. The truth that I think we can all agree on in and out of family is he has worked hard and was supported by his family through the journey. No one wants to see his legacy be destroyed by the ego of his misguided children. She's talking about her cousins, by the way. If they were complete strangers to me, I would have voiced the same criticism, and 100% sure it would have been worse. I'm smart, and my future and my children's future depend on whoever is running this country. Unfortunately, I do not have a backup passport to run with. Should I shit high than fan? I also cannot afford to buy gold, a visa, or citizenship anywhere else. And besides that, I have lived my entire life loving my country. This land is my land. I want to see our success and growth. As has garnered a lot of support because of his kind heart, his family charity, all of which would not be possible without the money earned from years of smart and crude investment by his father. He has a team of competent men beside him that make things happen, that even his children are not privy to. But let's take away daddy money. Can he do it? As many of us have to alone, can he start a business from scratch and build it and any level of success without the help of others? All I've been hearing, the most vocal being the Guyanese diaspora, is we want to get rid of corruption, which has created the current dilemma. A rich, entitled family decided to run for presidency under the banner of victimization, dictatorship, and fraud, which has taken place over the span of not one, but two different administrations. The blind will say this is not true. As a matter of fact, we want as his party members can even get his name right. But are the people so gullible that when faced with real questions about our country, there are no answers? only allude for help, no real answers for how do we help each other and grow our country. It's family members, you know. This is a family member talking. Let me read it out. It's like the beautiful magical Lambo that fascinate the nation will immediately fix all the roads, provide jobs, fat bank account to every citizen. A rev of the engine will heal all illnesses, rainbows and gold coins will rain down on Guyanese, even every turn it makes. Oh God, oh Jesus, we should think of that, buddy. I couldn't think of that. This barely work. Getting into all the good, the bad, and the ugly, we wouldn't answer the questions because people aren't ready to answer for the answers. It takes work rocking in your hammock and criticizing the government that gave you the luxury wouldn't help you. You have cash grant, school grant, and baby grant, and old people grant, and all kind of grant. They still cannot help those who do not want to be helped. So how will my boy fix that mentality? In just about 50 days, do not listen to the noise. Do not follow the pomp and scene. Look at the progress. Look at the speed at which our country is moving. It cannot happen overnight, but it's happening. Yes, things can be improved. Our health care, police force, for the first on that list. But we can do that by pulling each other down. We can't do that by pulling each other down. UG is free. There are schools and ways to educate, elevate everything. Encourage our children to become doctors, nurses, mechanics, skilled workers. Our population is tiny. We need more people here ready to work and invest in what is ours. Because in another 50 days, when everything's settled down, billionaires will still be billionaires. The US citizens will still have their citizenship. And the people like you and I will sit in our heads, in our hand, and worry about our future. Me and said, as the Dean cousin said, I want to show you this letter one more time. Right? And hear what the bank told me. GBTI, I'll post up the letter. I could use this as y'all wish. We have considered our application for business account in the name of Tupui Group. However, having considered our due diligence, we regret to inform you that we are unable to onboard the company at this time. The decision is based on the company's policy, established risk perimeters without. Because of my association at the time with the Mohameds, I was a risk. I could not get a bank account. You go and put your name Monday, this week is, on Mohamed candidate list. Ask Odessa Primus when you're going to put your name on the list. Ask Odessa Primus. Ask Mohamed's sister. Ask Charles Sogrim if they have local bank accounts. Ask them. You will become an outcast, a Guyanese outcast, that even the government don't have to represent. Because effectively, you came under the Magnitsky Act and the T. Mohamed umbrella as part of a criminal entity. By signing, this is your signature, by signing an agreement with the Mohameds. A political party has to get funding. We know how much. You can't sign an agreement for candidate lists and then suggest there will be no exchange of money. Nobody wouldn't believe that you didn't take millions of dollars to sign your name on that stupid list, to become a part of a criminal entity and bring disrepute to all your family. Y'all read this letter, how much time y'all need to read it? Look at it. Think about it. You understand? I put up the letter and I put up a screenshot of the sanction that they get. Think about it. Because Monday come when GCOM put out the list, if we start peruse the list, your neighbor can call everybody you call because it's a list and a picture and your signature agreeing to a document. Let me tell you what's the document. Let me tell you what the document states. If y'all feel there's any escaping, gamba. Me no more WhatsApp. Shit. Oh, WhatsApp is right here. Let me get a document for you. Let me get a document for you. Will you sign your name to?
Alright, Critic boys. Yesterday I had a set of them looking for people going to walk for face matter.
Every day people bringing in more story. No, but here was the problem. What is it I wanted to do? Oh, I was going to. Let me give you all a sneak peek of the document. Not sneak peek, you know, me keeping nothing secret from you. Me keeping nothing secret from you. I'm giving you a preview of a document and what it entails. So this is the document for the candidate list, right? Representation of the People Act General Election, list of candidates, national top-up, Chief Executive Officer, we whose signature appear at Appendix A, right? Hereby submit that this our list of, they got a number here, candidates number serially and alphabetically order of those who election to think. So you're subscribing, right? The title of our list is you're subscribing to a document. The candidate name is here and the candidate number is hereby designated presidential candidate according with article thing, right? Candidate, listee, and there's a candidate document, all of this, right? Here it's saying, we also nominate so, deputy representative, right? It going down. Candidate list. We the undersigned knowingly and willingly provide our particulars and append our signature as nominees of the national top-up list. You see what mark there? We the undersigned knowingly and willingly. You can't say, oh, Mohammed, they asked me and I tell you. We the undersigned. Watch it. Nominee, signature, ID number. When this list come down. We the undersigned again. They remind you every time you write on the list, every time. You understand? All the people that you put your name down. What the list? This list is, sir? When you run through a list like this and you see Mohammeds at the top, let me see what they're telling you at the bottom in closing. Chief Election Officer sign off, received by me by date and so on, right? No. You see what I say? You are making a declaration here. We the undersigned knowingly and willingly provide our particulars and append our signatures on the nominees list. Watch. This is the actual document. Right? So y'all go. Me got no problem. Monday, we got a list of ID here. We put it on PNC list. We put it on PVP list. Everybody got to know who is who. But Mohammed list. Can't get visa and can't get bank account in Guyana. You will be an outcast. That will be candidate Mohammed candidate list Monday come. Mohammed candidate list Monday come. Gonna be Guyana's outcast. Let me see who will talk for you. I tell you all already, ask Charles Sogrim, is he giving up his citizenship? Ask Mohammed's sister, is she giving up her citizenship? Right? Ask them. Watch Mohammed's people here. This is Mohammed's people.
So, why you want to raise the teacher their money? What the fuck you are doing with the money? What you are doing with the money for the fucking country? One more stone. Yeah, the other day you are talking about war and thing and you run to Dubai. Mr. Mohammed! Mr. Mohammed! 2025! Big up Mr. Mohammed, the next president. Ah, target president. In all I'm going to see them.
This is Mohammed's supporters. Watch.
Hello, me wasting time and vote for fucking other government and this kind of thing. Team Mohammed all the fucking way. Team Mohammed pick up the girls and give the girls and work at the HQ system. We don't have to sell we back pokey anymore. $50,000 per day. And we work and get a $50,000. The girls looking nice, girls living good, the girls fucking done good. All the fucking way. Team fucking Mohammed. The ex going by the fucking Jaguars and all the rest of the party. Cry, your skull. Put it like this, bitch. Let me talk. Mohammed Ali fucking way. Correct. Mohammed Ali way. $50,000 fucking day. Girls looking good. Girls, men got the dress. Hello, me.
Mohammed for your boy. Maybe here with Jack, you guys said, but man.
Thank you for being here. I need to apologize for being a bit late today, because just as I was planning to come up, I went through another document. I don't know which news media this is from, but as part of my preparation to come to this press conference, I scanned all the news stories for the week. And then I just saw this one. Opposition's maternal death claims are false. Ministry. At the launch of APNU's 2025 campaign at the Square of the Revolution, opposition leader Aubrey Norton made a reckless assertion that maternal deaths in Guyana are on the rise. And then the ministry went on to refute these claims, these false claims. So when I saw that, I said, we needed to sometimes, or we need sometimes to visually remind people of how far we've come. Because our country has been making progress so rapidly that sometimes we tend to either blot out the bad memories or we just forget them as we move on. And I recall the challenges of addressing healthcare in Guyana when we returned to office in 2020, after the 5 months in which APNU AFC squatted in government and did not want to leave and had to be forced out of government. So the first task was to address COVID, because the country was shuttered. It was, a tough piece of legislation had been passed and it seems as though all that the government had focused on in that 18 years but in July 1st, 2021, I asked Robbie Rambaran from the hospital to send me the pictures of the Enmore Polyclinic because I had received a number of complaints from people that this was in a bad shape. This was July 1st, 2021. I can show you the WhatsApp in my phone. So if you can focus a bit on this.
So let me get these pictures for you that Jagdi was talking about. Let me get the pictures for you. So the PNC have been talking about things about the polyclinic and what happened at Enmore and so on. What they have not spoken about. Degenerate. So these are the pictures. Let me go through the pictures that the Enmore Polyclinic, it was identified the condition of the Enmore Polyclinic at the time in 2021. This is what Jagdi is showing you and he's talking about, right? This was the condition of the polyclinic. There's the beds of people lying down upon an island. It was a mess. They had just come into government, yes, 2020. Remember, they come into government 2020. The latter part of 2020. So 2021, this is what they were seeing in their polyclinics. They take over, right? This was the condition of things there. So that is what Jagdi was talking about, right? Just so you get an understanding, we there. Them pictures we showing there is the.
So it's the picture, so that's the polyclinic here. This is the second one. That's the roof here. So that's the roof. This was the floor. Two images of the floor. This was the polyclinic at Enmore. Look at the floor. All the tiles are missing. Then this was the bed. Look at this bed here, if you can focus on this. That was Enmore on July 1st, 2021. This was the state of Enmore. Look at what we've just opened at Enmore now. In the period just after this, we looked at it right across the country. The other hospitals were not in a better shape than this. And it was reflective of the cut in capital expenditure by APNU in the period they were in office. And everything had started deteriorating in the 5 years they were in office. So we decided we had to build new facilities, consistent, one, with our plan to tackle this in the deliver world-class healthcare, which we had promised, and to address the woes that people were facing in the health institutions. And that's how we came up with the concept of these 6 regional hospitals there. We came up with the concept, we raised the financing, we got the contracts awarded, and now, over the course of the next couple of months, all 6 would be open. And then we looked further at, because it would not have been fair to just look at the coastal hospitals, so we then came up with the concept of doing 4 additional hospitals in regions 1, 7, 8, and 9, and equipping those with telemedicine facility and a whole range of diagnostic capabilities so we can offer those services in those regions too. And then further, we said we need a huge hospital in New Amsterdam to replace the one that we had to offer healthcare in Berbice. So we came up with that program, and that's under construction now, and which will serve the people.
Guys, here I gotta go. Them boy gonna post up what Jack Dio said. They cut though. But when he's showing the picture, show the pictures properly, right? The beds and so on. Use the pictures, and what else we got here? We're supposed to be highlighting today. Where else we can highlight today? We can highlight tomorrow.
Hello, me with it.
A message from Mohammed supporters. Team Mohammed supporters.
I'm a vote for fucking other government and this kind of thing. Team Mohammed all the fucking way. Team Mohammed pick up the girls and give the girls and work at the HQ system. We don't have to sell we back pokey anymore. $50,000 per day. And we work and get that $50,000. The girls looking nice, girls living good, and girls fucking done good. All the fucking way. Team fucking Mohammed. The ex going by the fucking Jaguars and all the rest of the party. Cry, you skull. Put it tight to picture. Let me talk. Mohammed Ali fucking way. Correct. Put it tight to picture. Put Mohammed it Ali way.
Yeah, I'll take care. Peace out.